Something powerful is unfolding behind the scenes of The Chosen Season 6, and what we're learning now suggests this chapter is far more than a production milestone. It's a turning point, not just for the story, not just for the audience, but for the people who stepped onto that set and carried its weight. This isn't just another update about filming schedules or set construction. It's about what happened when cameras captured the most sacred and emotionally demanding moments of the series so far. According to the latest production conversations, the crucifixion arc has officially wrapped. But instead of celebration, what followed was stillness, reflection, processing. Cast and crew members have quietly begun sharing that those final weeks of filming felt unlike anything they had experienced in previous seasons. Multiple insiders described Season 6 as the most demanding chapter yet, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. Creator Dallas Jenkins reportedly gathered the team before filming the crucifixion sequences and shared a message that reshaped the tone of the set. "We are not here to perform history. We are here to honor it." That mindset changed everything. Production returned to Italy, a region deeply associated with biblical storytelling and cinema, but the decision wasn't about grandeur or cinematic nostalgia. It was about reverence. Jenkins later admitted in a private team conversation that choosing that location felt overwhelming. He described it as stepping into a space already heavy with artistic and spiritual legacy. The responsibility wasn't just technical, it was moral. From that point forward, daily filming rhythms shifted. Call times were quieter. The usual noise of a busy production was softened. Some mornings began in silence. No rushing, no shouting across set. Just a deliberate pause before stepping into emotionally intense material. At times there was prayer. At other times, simply shared stillness. Jonathan Rumi, who portrays Jesus, reportedly approached this season with a new level of emotional immersion. Sources say he requested fewer rehearsals for certain crucifixion scenes, not to move faster, but to preserve authenticity. He often remained quiet between takes, maintaining emotional continuity rather than resetting into casual conversation. Crew members observed that he stayed present in the moment long after the cameras cut. Not for performance, but for truth. The crucifixion sequences themselves evolved during filming. Originally planned with tighter pacing, certain moments were extended. Not for drama, for realism. The pauses between breaths. The weight of the cross. The silence between movements. These elements became central to how the story was told. Makeup artists later shared that this season felt different from the very beginning of wound preparation. They weren't simply designing visual effects. They were recreating one of history's most profound events. Several admitted they needed emotional breaks between takes. Even background actors portraying soldiers and onlookers were reportedly unprepared for the emotional toll. Some entered expecting a typical filming day. They left shaken by the atmosphere. Counseling resources were quietly made available after particularly intense scenes wrapped. One moment, described by multiple crew members, has quietly become unforgettable. During a take of the nailing sequence, the hammer struck. Once. Then again. The sound echoed across the set. And when the moment reached its natural pause, no one called cut. No one moved. The silence wasn't scripted. It simply settled over everyone present. For several seconds, the entire set froze. Originally scheduled for a single filming day, parts of the crucifixion arc extended into multiple days, not due to technical difficulties, but because the team needed space to recover emotionally. Jenkins reportedly reminded the crew, "If we rush this, we lose the truth." Now, as the crucifixion arc concludes, preparation has shifted toward the resurrection sequences, and insiders say this transition carries a different, yet equally powerful intensity. But not in the way you might expect. According to those involved, the resurrection is not being framed as a loud, triumphant spectacle. Instead, it's being approached as something deeply intimate, quiet, steady. Jenkins has described it as a moment that doesn't overwhelm with noise. It arrives gently and then remains with you. One insider summarized it this way: "It doesn't shout hope. It breathes it." That creative direction reflects the broader goal of Season 6. Not shock value, not spectacle, but immersion. The intention is to allow viewers to feel the weight of sacrifice and then the depth of redemption that follows. This season isn't designed for passive viewing. It's meant to be experienced. When Season 6 of The Chosen finally releases, audiences won't just witness the final hours of Jesus' earthly life. They'll feel the stillness surrounding it, the confusion among followers, the fear, the grief. and ultimately, the quiet power of hope returning. What stands out most from these behind-the-scenes accounts is not technical ambition, though the season is undoubtedly ambitious. It's the emotional transformation within the people making it. Crew members have shared that working on these scenes reminded them why storytelling matters, why certain stories endure, why some moments require more than performance, they require surrender. And that may be the most significant update of all. Because what unfolded during Season 6 wasn't just production. It was reverence captured on camera. And as the series moves closer to release, what's coming next won't simply be another installment of a television show. It will be a moment that lingers.